Ma'am, what is this reading challenge all about?
Yeah, this is actually my new pet project, if you can say so. Uh, See, I had visited one a school a couple of months back, and I was able to inspire the whole school to start reading. And the teachers, the students, and the management, they were all very enthusiastic, and they said, "We want you to teach the whole school." And I couldn't spare, say, around 800 of my volunteer teachers for this whole school, and that's when I was just heading back home, and I said, how the hell will we do this intervention? And that's when I thought about this reading challenge. Basically, this is a program that we're using social media to reach out to more students. So basically, I post a text, an audio text onto the YouTube, my YouTube channel, and I share the text in the school group, class wise, and then the children listen to it multiple times, listen to the text, and then they post their audio on the WhatsApp group. So that is what we're doing. It's actually a very simple thing. It's like more like shadowing, if you can call it. That technique is used wherein they just listen to the text multiple times. But what's happening is they listen to it so many times, and they improve their pronunciation, intonation, pause, expression, pronunciation. All these things are taken care of, wherein one teacher is required to teach these, even for one small paragraph, how many times the teacher has to repeat. But here what we do, we're using some little bit of technology so that the text is available for the child, the audio is available for the child for multiple listening, and the children are excited. It is something new other than their textbook, so it's going well.
And why do you think there is need for this program, ma'am?
See, I have seen over a period of time that there's absolutely need. There's no two ways about it. Research says, and you have a lot of statistics which speaks about the reading ability of children, which is declining. And first of all, it was not great in the first place. Before the pandemic, they say around 50% of students of grade 5, they can't read a grade 2 textbook. Now, even 40% can't read. So that is the situation. And even the teachers struggle. I am talking about English medium, an English textbook. Basically, the focus is only on English. And they can't read their own textbook. And even the teachers struggle to read. So that's a sad situation. If you can't read your textbook, when will you understand the textbook? How will you speak? How will you comprehend? So what we are trying to do in this program is address the first issue, wherein at least you should be able to read your own textbook. So that is what we are trying to do.
So, do parents also have a role in this?
Parents have a role in this. I'll come to that a little bit later. But more importantly, in this program, what is happening? Why are we doing this? And how it's? What is the objective of this program? If I want to elaborate on that. See, one is, since we are posting every day, it's sort of become it's become a habit in children. They look forward to this and they keep doing it every day. Though it's a 40 second audio clip that is being sent. But and this learning is happening in small chunks, small bits, wherein it's feasible for the child. The child is not sparing too much of time, and they're doing that every day. So this habit formation is happening. And actually, when you ask me, is this reading challenge required? I would say it's not just for underprivileged children. Just see how these screens have penetrated our homes, and all of us are stuck to our mobiles or iPads and all that, and where reading is almost disappearing. I think this culture of reading, there is a central government scheme called Padhe Bharat Abhiyan. So under that, we have this reading challenge that we are doing, wherein you adopt a classroom and you enable the whole class to read. So coming back to this question of what is the role that these parents are playing, one is, of course, they have to give the mobile to the child and facilitate that and make sure the child is able to access the lesson and post the lesson on WhatsApp and all that. And the other thing is, it's created an atmosphere of learning at home, and see, you should understand these people are first generation learners. They are not exposed to the language. So they are also sitting around the mobile listening to the child, whatever the child is learning, the child is listening to that audio, and I can see, especially when we have this parent interaction and all that, and I'm seeing so much of enthusiasm amongst the parents, and they are sort of taking part in the child's learning, and of course, see, only when that kind of a conducive atmosphere is there for the child, learning can happen. So I'm so glad we could create that kind of an atmosphere at home.
How do you keep the children motivated now?
Yeah, that's a good question. See, teaching is important, but inspiring children or students to learn is I would say, more important than teaching. See, knowledge is everywhere, but unless you motivate them, unless you inspire them, it's difficult to continue any learning. So what we do, especially in this reading challenge, is there is something called a daily winner, you have a weekly winner, then you have a grand winner at the end of the challenge after 30 days. So we give small gifts, certificates are given out to children, and then there's some prizes, awards. The daily winners, their names are put up on the classroom board, and they're called, and the children clap for them, and weekly winners, their names are announced in the assembly, and the grand winners at the end of the month, what we do is put it out on our social media, their social media, the school social media, in the groups and all that, and send them some certificates and prizes and all. We have been able to keep them motivated, and we have excellent coordinators who actually call up the students and say, you didn't post today, why you're not posting, and stuff like that. So, and this group synergy is there. One child will look at other child, oh, he has posted, I have not posted, and that's also helping us to motivate the children.
If someone wants to be a sponsor or wants to contribute something from their end, how can they do it?
See, our goal is to actually reach out to a lot of students, and if people come forward to like you said, mentor or sponsor, we can do amazing things. So basically, a mentor, what is the role of a mentor in a reading challenge? One is you listen to the audio that the child has sent, and you send a correction audio. For example, if the child has made a mistake, then say, okay, this is not how you read it. For example, one common mistake every child does is stop, all these ed words, no, they don't say stopped, stop, that. So you can just send a correction audio saying that, okay, this is not how you read it. This, though the audio is already sent, the child does not grasp it, doesn't pay attention. So that is where the mentor will step in and correct and send an audio correction audio back. And also our mentors go out of the way and call up the child and talk to them, and if they've not posted, they say why you did not post, you should take part in this, and all those things. That also happens. And we do, when a mentor signs up for this 30-day reading challenge, I would say this is an excellent volunteering opportunity. If you've always been wanting to do something, I want to do some social service, I want to do some community work, and I've not been able to do, I don't have time. I understand all of us are busy in our own lives with our own stuff, and we don't get to take time off for these things. But this is a very feasible thing wherein you're sitting from your home or your office or wherever you are, and I have mentors from US and UK who want to do something for a child back home, wherein all they need to do is they are in that WhatsApp group, and you keep sending the correction audio. And donor, this costs around 10,000 rupees to sponsor one classroom, which includes our administrative cost for the organization, plus gift certificates, all those the things that we give to the children. This is absolutely feasible for anyone. A 10,000 rupees. In fact, we've had 2-3 friends get together and sponsor a classroom, and they conduct it together also, where they mentor. They say, for example, there are 30 students in a classroom. So what a set of mentors they did. They were friends, okay, and they said we will adopt one classroom, and they divided the cost also amongst themselves, and the 30 children also, each person they said, okay, we will manage these 10 children, and it was like a competition between the mentors actually, saying that, okay, I want to make sure my team wins, and they call up the child and say, come on, you didn't post today, and let me help you. And actually, you see, this was amongst friends who did it. This can be an excellent CSR opportunity also. The companies, if you're listening out there, wherein it can be some kind of a bonding activity, team building activity kind of a thing, wherein your employees can be a part of this reading program, and there's just little bit of time that they are giving, and it's hugely gratifying. Believe me, when you listen to the children's audios, it's amazing. The silly mistakes they make or some comments that they pass. And we just had one instance recently. One of the child sent a message saying that I'm not winning every time somebody else is missing. You missed out my name. We said no, we didn't miss out your name. You need to improve a little bit more, then you will win. We said. So typically what we do, there are three people in a WhatsApp group. So that is, one can be a mentor, one can be a donor, and the other person is an administrator or a coordinator. And these roles can be merged also. A donor can say, I would like to mentor and donate, so vice versa. So we have had different combinations depending on the feasibility of the people, what they want to take up and how they want to do. That is what we offer.
How many students are currently part in this program, and what is your expectation for the upcoming years?
So we started out with one school actually, and this school we started off with the grade 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we also had a group for teachers. Teachers also need a lot of help, and the teachers, they said, no ma'am, we'll not post it in the children's group, we'll post it in our own group. And the teachers are also learning parallelly. That is what we started off with. Now we have started this program for around 39 classrooms. For so many classes we have been teaching, and we are just in thousands right now. Okay, our goal is to reach out to 1 lakh students, and I'm sure we can do it. I'm hopeful. See, hope is all we have in the social sector, and I'm absolutely hopeful.
What are some benefits after finishing this reading challenge?
Benefits, like I told you, see, it starts with habit formation, wherein for me also it's like I put my alarm and I post the audio every day. And for the child also, hopefully after this program, the child will pick up one book and start reading. That's what we're hoping for. But other than that, from our side, what we do is, after the reading challenge is over, we identify children who are weak. When they're posting, we assess them on a continuous basis, and we see who is struggling, who is not able to read, and pick up those children and give them individual attention, and again separate class after the reading challenge. And we're also picking up bright students and offering them courses. So that way it's helping us to sift through children and understand in a classroom how many children are there who are struggling, or how many for whom we can offer more. So that is what we are doing after the reading challenge. So I hope I've answered all your questions, and for anyone out there, if you have any other queries or clarifications, we're glad to help clarify your doubts. You can reach out to us on our website and email or our WhatsApp, and yeah, you can be part of this beautiful gratifying program where you're doing something for a child, for a school, for the country, and of course for yourself also.